Sorry for it's a little darker in here. But my next question for you guys is, what's your take on public breastfeeding? The reason why I asked that is because for me personally, I'm not comfortable with it. However, I know that if baby's got to eat, baby's got to eat. I'm not gonna sit there and not let her eat. However, I'm much more comfortable with putting a blanket over, or even having her a little bit under the shirt and whatnot. So, I mean, it's great breastfeeding and everything like that. Hi, bud. Did you just wake up? You have to go pee pee potty?
No.
No? Okay. Um, so I know other women out there are comfortable with just pulling out their breast and going, okay, let's do this. Me, not so much. I'd rather go hide out in the bathroom or go out to the car and put a blanket over. I used to be really good at taking the blanket and kind of pulling it up just a little bit so this way it acted more like a wall. So I was a lot more comfortable with that than I was with just breastfeeding out in the open. Now, when I go over to my mom's, it's kind of different. I just pull it out because it's my sisters and my mother, so it's like, no big deal. It's whatever. Um, it's the same thing with other females for the most part. If they're not going to make a big deal about it, and I'll ask too, hey, is it okay if I breastfeed? If they say, yeah, sure, no big deal or whatever, okay, fine, I'm doing it. So far with Harley, we've gone to the public library. I did breastfeed in the bathroom, and then we also went over the weekend on Saturday to the Golden Corral, where I also went to the bathroom. I didn't sit or anything like that. I'm able to breastfeed and stand. Kind of a weird thing, I know, but I am able to do that. So I do that. When I'm home, I lay down and breastfeed her, or I sit up and breastfeed her. But as far as like public breastfeeding, I'm for it, but I'm not comfortable just whipping out my breast in front of people and sticking it in her mouth where everyone can see. I'm just, I'm not comfortable with it for myself. Other moms out there who do it, I have no problem with it. I'm not going to sit there and judge or anything like that or be like, you shouldn't be doing that. Because I understand. Baby needs to be fed. Baby needs that nutrients in order to grow and develop. And hey, you know what? Some babies don't take to a bottle very well. Harley happens to be one of those babies. She'll take the bottle, but she'll only put up with it for so long before she starts kind of getting a little agitated. And it's a lot easier to just breastfeed her, so this way there's no nipple confusion or anything like that. So it's just easier to just pull it out and just go, here you go, be quiet. So I do breastfeed in public. I just don't breastfeed where everyone else can see me, or I put up a blanket, or some way to just kind of cover myself and what's going on. Because I do understand that there's some moms out there or some parents out there who don't want their kids seeing it or anything, because then they're gonna have to explain to it when they go home and all that. So I get it on both retrospects, but at the same time, it's natural. It's actually a very beautiful thing. Um, so I don't have a problem with it. It's babies, huh? Too much, too fast. Um, Better. So I don't have a problem with it. I breastfeed in public. I will either put up a blanket or, like I said, put it up like a wall. And what I mean by a wall is, I'll just go down this way. When her head is this way, I would take a blanket and just kind of pull it up this way, so this way it acts like that, more like a cover, versus having to cover all the way up. And it still allows me to see her and make sure that she's latching and doing what she needs to do. No one can look right there and see it. They'd have to physically come over and look down in order to see me doing what I'm doing. So that's my take on breastfeeding. I've even done the same thing at my mom's, where if I didn't feel comfortable for a moment, I would just pull up the blanket that way. Or there's ways to do it where the shirt covers and you can't see much and everything like that as well. Hi, Missy. Hi. Oh, I know, huh? I know. So there are ways in which to breastfeed and still be a little covered or concealed about it. but it's not for everyone. Me, I'm just not comfortable with it. I do have some self-esteem issues, so I'm not comfortable with my body. But also to me, because breast has been sexualized so much and has been so made into such a big deal and everything like that for men and women alike, um, I'm not comfortable having it out there and having someone come up and making vulgar comments or anything like that. And should it be that way? No. I should be able to, breastfeed wherever I want to breastfeed because it's what she needs. If I didn't have that, like I said, there's some babies out there who will not take to a bottle. Huh. Let me see. So it becomes a little bit harder, and I think people need to be a little bit more understanding of that. If a mom chooses to breastfeed, and I mean, you don't know the situation, they could not have the money for formula, they could not have the money for a pump, they could not have the money for a manual pump. I mean, you don't know. So you know what? Breastfeeding's, another option for them, not just, nutrients wise, but financially sometimes too. And I think that we should take more of that into consideration versus judging other people because we don't know what's going on in their lives. Um, and I mean, just because someone can't buy a breast pump doesn't mean that they can't take care of a child either. So I don't think any of that should be where we're sitting there telling them this is wrong, you're wrong, and blah, blah, blah. Where at the same time, you're telling people, oh, breastfeeding is good, it's better for the baby. Make up your damn mind. It's either I'm going to be allowed to be able to breastfeed my baby when she is hungry, or I'm not going to be allowed to breastfeed her at all. Huh. You tell them. You say, I need my food. I need my food, huh? Yeah. See, a baby's got to eat too. Just like you and I, who we need to eat, kids need to eat, babies need to eat too. And it's not always from a bottle. And so to people who are out there who are haters or anything like that, think about what you would want to do. If you were breastfeeding or anything like that, or if you did breastfeed, just because you were able to cover up or you weren't comfortable with it or other people are more comfortable with it, doesn't make anyone wrong. It doesn't. Babies need what they need. They have needs too. I mean, if you went out to a restaurant and everything like that and someone took offense to how you were eating, maybe you're sitting there with your mouth smacking. Doesn't make it wrong, doesn't make it polite either, but you have to eat. I mean, there's just a lot of things to really consider. Huh, there's a lot of things to consider and take into factor. Yeah. So it's something to really think about. Because we don't know other people's situations. We don't know why they're doing it, or, why they're not doing it. Or, maybe that's what they felt was the best interest, is either breastfeeding, bottle feeding, it's your choice. As a mom, you get told, okay, what are you going to do? Breastfeed or bottle feed? Breastfeeding's more beneficial, da 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 da. Well, I want to bottle feed. Okay, more power to you. Baby's still getting the nutrients that they need to grow, develop, and mature, and everything like that. And that's what matters. Baby matters. The other people who are haters or anything like that, they don't matter. They don't go home with you in the end. Your baby does. And your baby is going to thank you later for it. For the nutrients and the sustenance, so that they can grow and develop. Yeah. They will thank you for it. And that's what matters, is that babies rely on us parents, us adults, to make those decisions. Whether it be in public, whether it be us as parents being judged or anything like that, it doesn't make it wrong. It makes us human to do what we need to do to take care of a little one who just can't do it yet. And I think that's what says something. Yeah. So that's my take on it. I just wanted to put that out there and everything like that. So we're going to have a snack, and then we're going to get ready to get sister here in a little bit, who went to her first day of school. Woo! First day of first grade. Can't believe it. So here's Chris. He's already mowing down on some Fruit Loops. Little Miss Hardy, and she just mowed down. Huh. So from here, to you guys. Have a great and awesome day. Take care. Bye.